Hey folks, I hope you're well. Welcome to Helen Roscoe Yoga on YouTube. In this short practice today, we're going to take a little inquiry into tired and achy legs. So a few days ago, I walked up to the summit of Snowdon, which is our local mountain here in Llanberis, and we took the walk-in path, which has the steepest ascent from sea level. And I'm about 3 days in now and I still have tired, achy legs. So I thought it might be useful to offer you a practice that addresses that in case you're experiencing something similar. So this is all pretty much going to be taken on the back of the body. So I'd recommend that you have space around you. You might like to have a very light folded blanket. Maybe what I'm going to recommend is that you have that blanket underneath your back so it keeps you nice and warm, and it'll be just enough to have your spine so that your head and your feet are off the blanket. So I'd like you to take a few moments to set that up, and we'll just take a few breaths here. Have your feet sort of parallel to one another in line with your hips, not wider than your hips. You'll keep that sense of containment there for your pelvis and your lower back. A little wriggle along your spine, arms away from your body, palms facing up. And we'll just take a few moments to check in, to notice what you're bringing into the session today. Bring your hands to the base of your skull, to the top of your shoulders, and slide your fingertips along either side of your neck and lift the crown, lift your head off the ground, and then continue to stroke your hands over your skull as you place your head down, your chin is drawn in, and then let your hands rest maybe over your pelvis. And just take a few breaths here, noticing the in-breath, noticing the out-breath. Exhale, the breath rolls down the back of the body. Just let the exhale wash down your legs, letting go of heaviness, letting go of effort. Inhale brings with it new energy, vitality, as if from your feet, along your legs, all the way up to the crown of your head. When you feel ready, just let your head roll one way. Take a breath in there. And then exhale, let your head roll the other way. And take a breath in there. And just start with your head and your neck. Just gently rolling with your breath. Keep the movement light, tension-free. Just finishing the round that you're on, let your head come to center, and then bring your awareness to your right leg, and as you exhale, roll the knee out to the side, slide it along the floor. As you inhale, slide the heel back up towards your bottom and place your knee pointing up, your foot on the floor. Exhale, the other side, slide along the floor. Inhale, slide it back up again, and do that a few times on each side. Just moving into your hip sockets, your knees, your ankles gently. And notice how you feel in your legs today. I'd like you to come to the first side, your right side, slide it along as you exhale. And then take your right arm up and out behind you. So your right arm and leg are extended on the ground. And then begin to circle your wrist on the right arm and your ankle on your right leg. Just take your time to roll through this a few times in one direction and then a few times the other way. Just notice how you feel as you go. And then when you're ready, exhale, bring it into yourself. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, left leg, and then inhale, left arm, and then spiraling into the ankle and the wrist. Just take your time, enjoy this. This might be enough for you. Resting and enjoying some really gentle movement might be enough to help relieve your achy, tired legs. Don't need to take it any further if you don't want to, if it doesn't feel right. Exhale, bring it back. Okay, and just start to bring those feet a little bit closer towards your bottom, bringing your awareness into your pelvis. And as you exhale, I'd like you to tilt the pelvis back so the tail lifts. And then on the inhale, drop the pelvis forwards, your belly lifts. Exhale, tilt the pelvis back, the tail lifts. Inhale, drop the pelvis forwards, tail tilts forwards, your belly lifts. And just take a few moments to explore this rhythmical movement along your spine into your pelvis. Notice what's happening in your feet, space between your shoulder blades. And then let yourself come back to neutral. Bring your hands out alongside you and bring your left arm so that it floats down and your right arm so that it pivots up towards you, so your hand and your head meet, and then lower your legs to the left. And take a breath in and then exhale and take it to the other side. So your right arm moves down, the knees move towards your right hand, your head rolls towards your left hand, the left elbow and right elbow bend. It's almost like you're spiraling on the ground. Take a breath in each time you find yourself in this rotated shape, in this spiraling shape, and then move on the exhale. Just notice your hips, your legs, your feet roll across your hips, roll across your feet. Just sense that you can wash away the tiredness here. Let your back of your body be massaged by the ground and let your legs be free to roll one way then the other. Gently, gently does it. So let's do one more on each side. And then when you're ready, I'd like you to come back, pause for a moment, and rest your right foot over your left knee. And bring your right hand onto your right leg. And as you exhale, nudge the knee away. And as you inhale, let the knee roll towards you. Exhale, the knee moves away. Just open up gently into your hip there. And then inhale and let it become soft. And then again. And then keeping the knee where it is, inhale, take the arms overhead. Exhale, lift your upper body off the ground. Draw your left knee in towards you. Either come around the shin bone or behind, so you're in a ball-like shape. And then with the in-breath, release it. And with the out-breath, draw yourself in. So release on the in-breath. Gather into yourself on the out-breath. Just notice what's happening in your right hip. Exhale, gather yourself in, and as you gather yourself, inhale, this time lower your head and your bottom back down. And with an exhale, extend your left leg up towards the sky. Push your heel away and have a little sway one way, then the other. Keep it light. Then release the leg down. Place your left foot on the floor, bring your right knee in over your tummy, and slide your left leg along the ground. Now, if your heel doesn't comfortably reach the ground here, keep the foot on the ground with the knee bent. And we'll take a moment here on the exhale, draw into yourself. On the inhale, release down. Exhale, gather in. Abdomen draws back. Inhale, release down. And slide your leg back up again so the leg is bent. On the exhale, send your right foot up towards the sky. And as you breathe in, just soften the foot, soften the knee. And as you exhale, extend through the heel and guide yourself in once again. So on the inhale, soften everything. And on the exhale, lifting as if your nose is moving towards your thigh or your knee. Maybe the hands slide along your leg a little more. Don't force it. Just work within the range that's available for you. And then lifting up on the exhale, on the inhale, lowering your head down, taking a few breaths here. Exhale, try to keep your tailbone down. And then bring the knee in, have a little shake out, just let that leg flop out on the ground for a moment. Sigh the breath. Bring your right foot onto the floor. Cross your left leg over. Place your hand on your knee, and as you inhale, let the knee move towards you. And as you exhale, let the knee roll out. Just take your time to open your hip a little on this side. Just be really gentle. Again, I have lots of ideas for this type of practice, so I'll try to keep this one fairly short, although I think it's going to be around 20 minutes or so, and then I'll record another one that includes some further ideas as to what we could do to help relieve our tired, achy legs. Okay, we're going to keep the knee in the outward position. So it's like the figure of four stretch that you might have taken. On an exhale, gather into yourself. On the inhale, release from the shape. On the exhale, deepen into the stretch. So hand might be, and if you didn't have this kind of mobility here, what you could do would be to place a strap around the hamstring. And draw the leg in with the strap. Okay, so we're going to bring ourselves in, and then on the inhale, lowering, flattening yourself back on the ground. Take a moment. And then exhale, send your foot up to the sky and have a little sway here, one way then the other. And just notice how this position feels compared to when you tuck it on the other side. So in particular, my hip is much stickier on this side when I roll. But I need to keep the lubrication in the joints there. Ease off the tiredness in the joints, ease off the stiffness. But I'm not overdoing it. I'm not overstretching in any way. Okay. Bringing that foot down, and the left knee comes in over the chest. And then sliding the foot along the floor. Otherwise, keep the foot on the ground, especially if this affects your back in any way. Exhale, drawing in to the knee. Inhale, releasing down. Exhale, drawing in. Inhale, releasing down. One more. You could even massage your little hip flexor there on the other side. Okay, we're going to slide that leg in. On the exhale, take the foot up, up, up to the sky. As you breathe in, soften. And then on the exhale, moving into stretch. Push the heel away. Inhale, soften. Exhale, expand into emphasize. Okay, change the position where you find your hands on your legs. Or you, again, using a strap here could be very useful around that top foot. Okay, we're going to move into that extended stretch there, and then inhale and try to maintain the length that you have along the back of your leg as you then lower your head down. Soften the grip on your hands. Exhale, lowering the pelvis down. Sink down into the tail here, back of the body planted. And then release and let that leg shake out, flop out on the ground. Okay, just bring your knees into a bent position once more. We'll take, again, just another rotation. And I'd like you to have your feet about shoulder distance, taking a breath in, and as you exhale, lower your knees to one side. If it feels okay, lower your head the other way. Breathe in here, and then exhale and zigzag them the other way. So this is the final posture we'll take here, just bringing that rotation back in again. A really beautiful way to ease out tensions along the legs, along into the hips, into the spine. Even the feet as well. Once more. Bring it back, and there is one more thing we'll do. Bring the knees in over the tummy, and you can do this with your hands as well. And I'd like you to flick, and imagine you have water on your feet, on your hands, as you flick them away towards the sky. Bring a sigh. And then shake it out. Shake it, shake it, shake it. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Jiggle in the body. And then let yourself bring that down to a little fold in before you then stretch out on the ground and take a few resting breaths here. Just let your legs rest heavy. Follow the breath, moving as if from the top of your head all the way down to the soles of your feet. And then with the in-breath, as if from the soles of your feet along the front of the body all the way to the top of your head. And let the exhale wash down the legs, taking with it any unnecessary tension or effort, any achiness or tiredness. And with the breath in, it's like a new beginning, a new possibility as vitality enters your system, energy, nourishment. Exhaling, letting go. Legs can be heavy. Inhale, new breath, new energy. When you feel ready, just gently, gently bring yourself up, or I welcome you to stay there for longer. And just slowly bringing yourself upright, and take a few moments to notice how you feel. And especially as you walk away from this practice, just really tune into the shifts. Do your legs feel lighter, less tired, less achy? And what about your body and your mind in general? Okay, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the practice. Don't forget to leave a comment, and if you haven't done so already, please do subscribe. Thank you.